Good morning, dear students. How are you doing? Hope you are doing great. Today I am going to tell you a scintillating story and we shall learn new words as well. The title of the story is The Tale of the Three Fish. So let's begin the story. Once upon a time, there lived three big fish in a pond. They were close friends and living together for years in the same pond. एक बार की बात है, एक पॉन्ड में थ्री बिग फिश रहते थे और वे क्लोज फ्रेंड्स थे. They used to live in the same pond for many years. One evening, some fishermen passed by the pond and saw the fish. This pond is full of fish, they told each other excitedly. We have never fished here before. We must come back tomorrow morning with our nets and catch these fish. So, saying, the fishermen left. So, what happened? One evening, some fishermen were passing by the pond and saw the pond full of fish. तो एक शाम क्या होता है, कुछ फिशरमैन पॉन्ड के पास से निकल रहे होते हैं, वहाँ से गुज़र रहे होते हैं और क्या देखते हैं, द पॉन्ड फुल ऑफ फिश. सो दे गॉट एक्साइटेड. एक्साइटेड मीन्स उत्साहित हो जाना, व्हेन समथिंग प्लेजेंट इज गोइंग टू बी हैपन. As when your mama makes some delicious dish for you, you get excited to eat that dish. आपको भी बहुत एक्साइटमेंट होती है ना जब आपकी ममा कोई आपके लिए अच्छी सी डिश बनाती है और आपको लगता है कि ये तो बहुत टेस्टी डिश है, तो उसको खाने के लिए आप भी एक्साइटेड होते हैं. ऐसे ही जब फिशरमैन देखते हैं कि पॉन्ड फुल ऑफ फिश है ना, तो बहुत एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं और दे वर स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग विद ईच अदर that they have never fished here before. They did not catch any fish here before. So they would come back the next day, the next morning with their nets and catch these fish. And after saying this, the fishermen went back. They left the place. When the eldest of the three heard this, he was troubled. He called the other fish together and said, "Did you hear what the fisherman said? We must leave this pond at once. The fishermen will return tomorrow and kill us all." The second of the three fish agreed. "You are right," he said. "We must leave the pond." So, when fishermen were discussing their plan, the eldest of the three fish, who was swimming close to the surface of the lake, overheard the entire conversation between the fishermen. जब फिशरमैन अपना प्लान बना रहे होते हैं तो जो एल्डेस्ट फिश होती है, शी ओवरहर्ड द कॉन्वर्सेशन बिटवीन द फिशरमैन. टू ओवर हियर द कॉन्वर्सेशन मीन्स जब दो लोग बात कर रहे हैं या कुछ लोग बात कर रहे हैं और आप इन्वॉल्व नहीं हैं उस कॉन्वर्सेशन में, उस बातचीत में आप नहीं इन्वॉल्व हैं और आपको उनकी जो बात है वो सुनाई दे जाती है आपके कान में, तो उसको बोलते हैं टू ओवर हियर द कॉन्वर्सेशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I overheard a conversation between two boys on the bus. So, after overhearing their conversation, the eldest fish collected all the fish together and told them what he had heard and explained them in the entire situation and also suggested that they must leave the pond immediately and move to another place. Otherwise, the fishermen would come tomorrow and they would caught us in the net. They would kill us. And the second of the three fish agreed. She has the same opinion, so she agreed and said, "We must leave the pond." She decided to move out from the pond quickly. But the youngest fish laughed. "You are worrying without reason," he said. "We have lived in this pond all our lives. and no fisherman has ever come here. Why should these men return? I'm not going anywhere. My luck will keep me safe. The eldest fish and the second fish left the pond that very evening with his entire family. The third fish refused to leave even then. As the eldest fish and the second fish decided to leave the pond, the third fish, the youngest one, however, mocked at them. She laughed at them and said that there is nothing to worry. And she felt that the pond was their home and they must not leave their home. And she said, I am not going to leave this pond. I am not going anywhere, है ना. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लीव माई होम, कि हम पूरी लाइफ से यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं और ये हमारा घर है और मैं तो अपने घर को छोड़कर कहीं भी जाने वाली नहीं हूँ, है ना. शी बिलीव्स ऑन लक. शी सेड माई लक विल कीप मी सेफ. And when the eldest fish and the second fish were unable to convince the youngest fish, they left the pond that very evening with their entire family. However, the third fish refused to leave even then. The fisherman arrived and caught all the fish left in the pond. The third fish's luck did not help him. He too was caught and killed. The fish who saw trouble ahead and acted wisely as soon as it came both survived, but the fish who relied only on luck and did nothing at all died. So, the next day, the fisherman and his fellows cast their nets and caught plenty of fish left in the pond. They also managed to catch the third fish who had refused to leave the pond, while the other two fish, the eldest fish and the second fish who left earlier, were saved as they acted wisely. है ना? When they foresee the problem, they acted wisely. They did not rely on luck. On the other hand, the third fish only relied on luck and did nothing at all. So she died. She caught by the fisherman and she died at the last. So, what you have learned from the story, children? What lesson you have learned? Yes. It is important to act wisely when you foresee a problem. Okay, children, hope you enjoyed the story and you have learned a lesson from the story. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.